don't believe it. You have never seen it, and I guarantee there's power above the trees. And I swear I'm in the right mind. All the forces combined. There's nowhere to hide. I'm not insane, I'm actually terrified. And when the world spins around, they're watching everything you do. It shall seem so shocking. And if you don't believe me, you're wrong. That's true. So I'll just sing this quiet song. Without you, without you, without you, without you. As the world crumbles to pieces, I'll be laughing in relief and grinding all the teeth so I don't wind up lost at sea, no. And when the world spins around, they're watching everything you do. It shall seem so shocking. And if you don't believe me, you're wrong. Still true. So I'll just sing this quiet song. Without you, thinking about this every day, it's got a special place in my brain. Why can't this all just be stayed? Life is pointless when nobody listens to what you say. Spent my years just looking for an answer. I found it, but I don't really like my answer. The pill is red, like staying dead. May as well embrace the cycle instead.
Woke up from my slumber. I never thought I would be 6 feet under, but here I am, lying under the sand. I've been confiscated to another land. My brain's empty, except for a few bugs. My body's rotten, there's a feast in my blood. My brain has stopped, it's an empty shell, and now I'm trapped in this underground jail cell. Well, it looks like I have passed away. I won't be around to see another day. I don't know how I died. I wish I was alive. I guess my time has come. I didn't survive, and so I ask you with my heart and my soul, please play this song at my funeral. While the insects feast and I decay today. When I woke up from my slumber, I never thought, cause I can't think at all. Because I'm dead, I don't know how I died. Maybe got shot in the head, maybe a suicide. Maybe burnt on the stake, maybe hung from a rope. Maybe caught a blaze, maybe put on death row. Maybe it's just old age, maybe I'll never know. All I know is I'm dead, so I'll just lay here below. Well, it seems that I have passed away. I won't be around to see another day. I don't know how I died, I wish I was alive. I guess my time has come. I didn't survive, and so I ask you with my heart and my soul, please play this song at my funeral. While the insects feast and I decay today. Today.
Didn't survive, and so I ask you with my heart and my soul, please play this song at my funeral. While the insects feast and I decay today. friends could be. We can both agree that one day you drew me out of chalk. In a world I don't belong, lightning strikes where I reside. I'm alive. Wish I could say that I was glad. I would say that if I had human body, human face, you disgrace. One day I went down to the store, tried to buy a dozen eggs. People screamed and ran away, had to leave on my 3 legs. That was 20 years ago. Now I think your end is near. You brought me into this world, I'll take you out of it, dear. Just to see you face to face, you disgrace. I hope you know it's been 20 grueling years. I've been hiding ever since. Took you out with just one blow, you won't be missed.
Yo, where are you again? Not gonna lie, I low-key forgot.
Where am I? I am in an unidentified flying object. Unidentifiedly flying throughout time and space.
Hit it, bitch. I said hit it, bitch.
I woke up one day and was surprised to see that all of my surroundings had ran away from me. In place of that, there was a huge room of metal, so I looked at the walls. In bold text, it said UFO. There were windows. I could get a view of outer space. We were zooming through the stars at a rapid pace. Passing by all the planets, homing out of sight. Speeding down the universe at the speed of light. I don't think I'm gonna make it out alive. Nothing to do here but sit and soak and cry. So I'm gonna do that from now until the day I die. A big metal door opened in front of me.
My ship runs on carbon-based life, but it ain't why you're here, no, don't worry. I've got board games, chips and things, Xbox and shit.
Who the fuck am I?
Yeah, that's why I sucked you up.
What?
Cause I'm just really lonely. Mario Kart and Halo 2, Doritos, Fritos, all for you. We can have fun every day, gaze at the stars, eat lots of food. Just need a friend on my lonely ship, something to do, a good time killer. Actually, you seem kinda boring. I might just use you as an oil filter.
I gasped in horror and then I shrieked in fear. My untimely demise already here? No! You're telling me the ship is fueled by human beings? Bitch, I'll shove that oil in your face you'll no longer be seeing.
Giant metal fist emerged from my hand.
I never thought that it would be so easy.
I stop, I look back, and I take a glance
And see that green bastard
Hey, get
leaping
back
in
here,
the
you
feet.
little fucking ring.
And all my friends won't believe me when I tell them the story, but I guess that's just the way it's gotta go. Honestly, this tale falls into its own category. I'll write it in this song and hope the world will never know. Based on a true story. Like and subscribe for more inspiring content like this. Oh yeah.
I hate my life, I cry every day. I wish that I could just get away from the ground and the trees and the towns and the seas. I look up high and what do I see? I love the sky, it's a natural view. I watched a movie yesterday, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the store, buy 1,000,000 balloons, travel back to my house and tie 'em all to my roof and fly way, way up in the sky, screaming high as all the birds go by. In a flying house, I'm living the life, I'm one with the clouds, soaring way up high in the blue, 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 blue sky, screaming high as all the clouds fly by. Detached from the ground, not a town in sight, they're all around, what a wonderful flight. I love the birds and I love the sky and I love the clouds and I don't know why. If I fall out the window, I'm gonna die. But I brought a parachute, so hopefully I'll survive. I have a pet bird, I named him Steve. He's yellow, blue, and pink, he's the rarest breed. I have a pet cloud, I named him Tom. He just floats around all day long. If you look up at the clouds, what do you see? A big house flying over everybody, leaving the rest of the world behind. But there's no need to worry, cause you can find me way, way up in the sky, screaming high as all the birds go by. In my flying house, I'm living the life, I'm one with the clouds, going way up high in the blue, 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 blue sky, screaming high as all the clouds fly by. Detached from the ground, not a town in sight, air all around, what a wonderful flight. The sky is getting darker every minute. I think a storm's settling in. My bird left through my back door, which was ripped off because of the wind. A lightning bolt struck through my roof and let all the weather in though. I'm prepared, I got a parachute, I can just jump out the window. you are hearing this, it's far too late. As I am singing this, I'm nearing my fate. I'm flying higher than the highest bird, but I won't be for long, listen to my word. My parachute didn't work, as you can see. Now I'm hurtling toward the earth or the sea. The rest of my life won't be very long, so I'm gonna spend it right in this song. The end of my life is already here, and holding the knife is my biggest fear. I fell from the sky and I cannot stop. Oh why, God, oh why? I wish this didn't have to be the way I die. Any other way would have been fine. But now the ground is getting closer every second. I only have a minute left, I reckon. So this is it, I'm finally at the end. All the things I wanted to see, now I can't. All the stuff I wanted to do can't be done. Everything I wanted to win can't be won. Let this be a lesson, nothing lasts forever. I wonder how I'm gonna be remembered. How will people talk about me when I'm gone? At my funeral, will they play that song? Oh well, I can't complain, my life is pretty dope. The fact I even got it this far really makes me stoked. So this is it, I'm really gonna die. I had a good life, but now it's time to say goodbye. The end of my life is already here, and holding the knife is my biggest fear. I fell from the sky and I cannot stop. Oh why, God, oh why?
Envision yourself in a world full of riches, with mountains of gold that shall stretch to the clouds. You live in a 10-bedroom house in addition, a big spacious balcony to watch over the town. That ball in the sky's full of rubies and loot. The world could be rich if someone were to blow up the moon. Oh yeah, it's never too soon to send a swarm of robot bombers flying straight to the moon. You're gonna hear it go boom. When I blow up the moon, the shards of moon rock might just hit you, but that's part of the dream. I'm gonna send my machines, a worthy sacrifice for maybe you, but definitely me. And I'll be living the dream, do you know what I mean?
It's gonna be the biggest moon explosion you've ever
Designed and
seen.
conceived my omnipotent mission. Got dynamite robots preparing for launch. Telescope scanning with perfect precision, just to determine the right place to start. Then suddenly one day we get a transmission, broadcasted straight from the gray rock itself. The moon men I'm at, they need a place of living. The world that we know must be put on the shelf. Attention, dear earthlings, whatever you're worth, don't mind if you mind, 'cause now we're gonna blow up the earth. We're gonna blow up the earth, this has been planned since our birth. We're gonna send a fucking spaceship headed straight to the earth. I don't know what it's worth, but say goodbye to the earth. You're gonna see it sooner or later, no this isn't a dream. You're gonna know what I mean when they send their machine. That's what you get for fucking with the moon.
Yeah, I really shouldn't have done that.
one enemy that we haven't mentioned. It would be better if we dissolved the defense fizzle ball in the sky, and it's not really fun. I think it's time to blow up the sky. Ever since I laid an eye on that stupid yellow ball, my left eye has been blind and all my senses were dulled. Once it spewed its yellow light at me, I have been a hater. Coronal mass what? You should see me later. If I was a solar panel, it would turn me on, but I'm not a fucking solar panel, so, yeah. Oh, I once knew a boy named Johnny French. Came straight out of Detroit. You can note his stench. Wore a big beige hat, a holster, and a vest. Strapped a gun to his boot. Yeah, you know he's the best. He didn't speak French, but he knew a little Spanish. He didn't speak logic, he's a little outlandish. He was famous for the minigun he'd always brandish. Bang, 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 till the bad guys vanish. I wrote this one about an old friend of mine. His name was Johnny. Just kidding. I've never met him, but I've heard plenty of tale, and here are a few of my favorites.
I once knew a boy named Johnny French. His father, a thief, his mama, a wench. Old John sat alone one night on a bench, whipped out a Nutella from under his vest. Started buttering sandwiches to eat for fun, till suddenly a bad guy pulled up with a gun. Johnny French stepped aside and offered a drink. Caught him so off guard he could hit him with a sink.
As Johnny continued along his adventure, crazy things would happen. Just you wait. I once knew a boy named Johnny. It's true, he looked like a walrus, he belonged in a zoo. He's built like a turkey and he drinks a lot of wine. Got a party all day, he's a real good time. He's got 10 grenades glued tight to his chest, strapped a gun to his dick, yeah, you know he's the best. Bad guys trying to get on his lawn, he said, bang, 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 they're all gone.
I too knew a boy named Johnny French. Joe sat from a beach, which he stored in a chest. Not the other way around, he ain't looking for treasure. Johnny boy's looking for eternal pleasure, which he found through excessive excavation. Now he's digging long tunnels all around the nation. Little did he know he was in for a surprise, when suspicions of his devious actions did arise. The FBI were following in hot pursuit when they found Johnny selling illegal loot. Now the FBI's investigation just about doubled. Johnny French knew he was in some serious trouble. Please don't fret, Johnny knew what he was doing. Little Johnny had a good plan up and brewing. The tunnels after magic could create the perfect texture to demolish the security of the new convention.
Johnny was sitting outside one day when a bad guy popped from out of the shade. Took a gun from his pants, aimed at Johnny's face, said any last words and prepared to erase. But Johnny did a backflip and punched one in the eye, grabbed his gun and drop kicked him into the sky. Johnny turned to his left, saw 5 armored trucks, and bereft he could only yell, "What the fuck?" Now Johnny and the bad guy looked eye to eye, blood in the air, who's gonna die? Is that even a question? Cause it's really quite clear, yeah, the bad guys know their end is near. Johnny charged at one and snapped his throat, then he headbutts one just like a goat. Used his gun and shot one right in the leg, threw a grenade to send him straight to heaven. Struck a pair in the jaw, hooked him right in the sack, took 2 more down, he ain't never coming back. The last man shout, "Johnny, you're gonna pay!" Shot Johnny in the chest and he called it a day. Last night I had a
just fell out of my hand, which are made of butter, it seems. I guess it wasn't a dream. Doctor, doctor, what's wrong with me? My hands are yellow like Parmesan cheese. Everything slips right out of my hands. And you see, he glanced at me and said, I got some good news and some bad. I'll start with the good, cause I am glad to tell you you're not gonna pass away. Stay alive, you're gonna be okay. Bad news on the other hand, this is really gonna suck, I hope you understand. There's no cure, this is gonna linger. Bad, bad, bad case of Butterfingers. I was in disbelief, in utter grief. I couldn't believe what was told to me. I didn't think I'd lose the ability to use my fingers to pick things up. But hey, it's not that bad. When I'm making bread, I don't need butter from the store. I can just use my hand till I pick up the bread to eat it. I drop it on the floor. Doctor, doctor, what's wrong with me? My hands are yellow like provolone cheese. Everything slips right out of my hand. And you see, he glanced at me and said, I got some good news and some bad. I'll start with the good cause I am glad to tell you you're not gonna pass away. Stay alive, you're gonna be okay. Bad news on the other hand, this is really gonna suck, I hope you understand. There's no cure, this is gonna linger. Bad, 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 bad case of Butterfingers. You got a bad, 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 bad case of Butterfingers. I once knew a girl from a black and white world. She never had a problem with the fleas or the birds. She'd run all day with rainbows in her mind. She'd do this all day, so she'd never have the time to run to the store, to the border and back. Never had the time for a break or a snack. Fists always out to prepare to attack. Derivative, inceptual, deriving from perceptual. She wishes she could switch to the other side, but the wishes that we make lonely and confined. Even when we try our hardest, only few the lucky ones ride. It's about time. A boy in a building all alone. He had a little problem with the color of her throne. Everyone's a minion and everyone's a pawn. When you're living in the millions in a world above it all. Time's running fast and the world's speeding up. When the time came around we couldn't keep all our luck. He acts as if he's mighty but we all know he's lying.
Cause what's the point in effort if you're well beyond trying?
In another world she'd be rich, but ours is broken, not to be fixed. But when the time comes, Earth is a bitch. When everything boils down to the system, who's fed up with the subscription? If you heard, you'd think I'd be kidding. But even when we try our hardest, only few the lucky ones ride. It's about time. But we keep holding on when the world ain't gonna change. We've been given a chance, but it's at a rate. Golden sparkle, but the paint wears off with age. The
the true leaders we knew would steer us straight. The world's on fire, but they fired all the fighters. It's darker than the night, and it's never looking brighter. The longer we try, the deadline's looking tighter. Man enters the town with a smile and a lighter. Loch, Loch. shit. And I don't know my way back, and I don't like it here one bit. I hate this stupid town, 'cause when I look around, all that I can see is pavement, rocks, and trees. So fuck Loch Lomond Road. We're way too far from home, and where I like to go is any road that leads back home. The sun is starting to set, the sky is fading to black, the roads are turning invisible. Don't think I'm ever going back. In the distance I hear some screaming, and the roar of 1,000 suns. They got a figure in the distance, the lights coming for me, now I better run. The dirt on the first start driving backwards, can't stop, this is life or death. If that light catches up to my car, then I might not have another minute left. Gotta think of something speedy, I'll ram this motherfucker, break his bones. Slam on the gas, ram his ass, now he's already slat on my window. I hate this stupid town, 'cause when I look around, all that I can see is pavement, rocks, and trees. When I'm with you, I'm in another dimension, where the problems of life all fade away. To my world, you're a natural extension. So with you, I like to stay. Every second is a living nightmare. Can I get a single moment of peace? But I haven't really fully lost my mind yet, 'cause you'll be sitting right next to me. Travel with you to another dimension. Would be easier if we weren't a cotillion light years away, but created for eternal connection. And you know that if I could have it my way, we'd run away to an alternate timeline, where we're together for as far as time can see. But you know I keep holding on to you, 'cause you'll be sitting right next to me. And when I'm with you, I will have no fear for what we can do when I have you here. For your eyes, they shine like a brilliant pearl. Oh, with you I fly to another world. Every second is a goddamn nightmare. Can I get a single moment of peace? But I haven't really fully lost my mind yet, 'cause you'll be sitting right next to me, hand in hand.
look my way, I'll always be around. And when the sky turns black and when the world is down, you can always look my way, I'll always be around.
When I was a child, I had very awesome shoes. They're shiny and they sparkle and they're red, yellow, and blue. They glow up in the dark when you stomp them very hard. They were stolen when I left them in my backyard. I went down to the shoe store, I asked where did they go. The clerk replied, why the fuck would I know? I looked at him and asked, can I get a new pair? He said, sure thing, and we started to stare at flip-flops, flat shoes, sandals, and derbies, kitten heels, skate shoes, sneakers, and Chelseas. I finally found the shoes I want. How nice! And so I looked at the clerk and asked, what's the price? He looked back at me and said $370 plus tax.
That's ridiculous!
I erupt in rage.
So ridiculous!
I might just go insane.
In what economy?
Would this be allowed?
I mean, honestly, that's bombastic!
Step out the way before I do something.
Cast it!
I reach into my pocket and pull out a
Action!
I hit it right in the face, then grab a
Action!
Then I light the building on fire. I got in my car and I drove far away. Driving really far, driving down the interstate. Got out of my car in a very different place. Walked into a mall where I think I'm gonna stay. Then I saw a shoe store. It made me want to dance. I walked into the store thinking now is my chance. I said, hey, I'm looking for a certain pair of shoes. They're shiny and they sparkle and they're red, yellow, and blue. The clerk said, yeah, I think we have that pair. And then he reached for a drawer underneath his chair. Oh yeah, he pulled out the shoes I was looking for. How nice! I looked at him and asked, what's the price? He looked me dead in the eyes and said $783 plus tax.
That's ridiculous!
I erupt in rage.
So ridiculous!
I'm gonna go insane.
In what economy?
Would this be allowed?
I mean, honestly, that's bombastic!
Step out the way before I do something.
Drastic!
I reach into my pocket, pull out a
Action!
I hit him right in the face,
Then
grab a
match!
Then I light the mall on fire. I run for my car.
I run for my car!
I drive real far.
I drive real far!
I hear some strange sirens. Who could it be? Oh shit, oh fuck, I'm being chased by the police! This is not good, this was not part of the plan. So I slam on the gas, I go as fast as I can. All I really wanted was my very awesome shoes. They're shiny and they sparkle and they're red, yellow, and blue. Shiny, sparkle, sparkle, red, yellow, yellow.
All I really wanted was my very awesome shoe. All I really wanted was my very awesome shoe. All I really wanted was my very awesome shoe. All I really wanted was my very awesome. All I really wanted was my very awesome shoe. Really wanted was my very awesome shoe.
The cops pulled me over and placed me in cuffs. An officer said, enough is enough.
I couldn't resist. There's nothing I could do, so I looked down and realized the officer was wearing my shoes.
Time's running out, all my time's running away. Time's running out, but I have come here to stay. Now I'm breaking out, gotta back out of my place. 'Cause now I can say what I really wanna say. All of my time you are stuck inside my brain. I've been thinking about you every single day. But the truth is, it's not in a good way. 'Cause I can't stop thinking about somebody I hate. What am I perceiving? My patience is leaving, but there's one thing I know: I am not as bad as you. Rolling the dice, you will never suffice, and so there's one thing I know: that I'm not as bad as you. Now I'm more successful than you'll ever fucking be, and I bet when you get older you will look right back at me. I'm not the best person in the world, it's true, but at least I'm not as bad as you. And so now I'm much more perfect than you'll ever fucking be, and I bet when you get older you will look right back at me. I'm not the best person in the world, it's true, but at least I'm not as bad as you. Now your memories will live on in my head till I'm deceased. Now you lost at sea.
Everyone I know sees a clowning face when they look at you. Time is running out for you, it's just begun, but it's nothing new. Everybody wants to hold the crystal cradles, most who hold the power that thing beholds, but everything is getting old. I really wish I could help, but there's nothing I can do, but it's never anything new. You and me are not so different, so it seems. For we haven't yet lost grasp of the tiny feet. When I stutter, do I know my place? When I follow the people and I see my face. How you fell like a crystal bell with no casing. You died like a broken tie with no replace. Your life is coming short with no remorse, according to the history. Will she ever come to earth? Why is it such a mystery? I don't think I'll ever know, not even the best of me, to put together all the pieces found from when you're lost at sea.
In a world full of cryptids, corvidant thieves, a whole other person you like disbelief. I'm merely a product of all that you were. I don't want to be at fault, but I'm facing the same herd. There's no saving a broken wire. I got no say, it's a hopeless cannon fire. So I watch from a distance and choke. I can't help but think that I'm running the same road.
Sometimes I look over the cliffside,
Sit down and ponder the whole ride. Will the shoreline give me the sign?
It's been so damn long since I felt alive,
But I keep persisting onwards.
though this good is daunting me.
I recite the words of this sonnet. Well, the rest is
lost at sea. Lost at sea. Picture yourself on a mountain of dread, your heart barely working to stay in your head. You're waiting for hope, but the real hope is dry, and you don't know why, but you try and you try. You picture yourself on a whole different plane, your mind barely moving, you're turning insane. I think I've moved on, but I'm not fully sure, 'cause the last 8 damn years have been none but a blur. Envision yourself in a world far away, your mind's been enlightened